I cut my hair. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do another video in my makeup basic series. I've had so many people ask me to do more videos where I sort of get into an in-depth tutorial on one particular element of makeup, like foundation or eyeshadow or lipstick, stuff like that. So this video is going to be all things foundation and concealer. I'm going to go into an in-depth on how to apply your foundation, what sort of tools to use to apply your foundation, techniques, all of that good stuff. So before I jump right in, I wanted to share with you the tools that I sort of use to wear my foundation generally. So there are two basic things I use to do my foundation and concealer, and they are a buffing brush and a makeup sponge. So in the tutorial, as you'll see ahead, I've done half my face using the brush and half my face using the sponge. So you know how to use both of these products. So both of the tools that I have here are by Real Techniques. I absolutely love the brushes and the sponges that they make. They're super good quality, they last long, they don't shed, they don't feel rough on your skin or anything like that. So if you're going to be using a brush to do your foundation and concealer, I'd recommend you go for one that is in this shape. The bristles of the brush are packed together quite nicely, so it really helps in blending all of the foundation into your skin, and it gives a really nice flawless looking finish. Also, you want to check that the bristles, your brush is nice and soft because you don't want it to scratch against your skin. The second option is a makeup sponge. Now this one here is also by Real Techniques. I personally prefer using makeup sponge. I just feel like it gives a more flawless looking finish. So how you use the sponge is you take the sponge, the dry sponge, and you run it under some water. So now what that does is it sort of expands your sponge. This that I have here, it's a really dirty one, but it's a completely dry sponge and this is a wet sponge. So if you see it side to side, you can see this one is bigger than this one because this is damp. So you sort of run it under water, let it soak up all the water, and then squeeze all of the water out. Then you go ahead and use your damp beauty sponge. There are a lot of different types of beauty sponges available on the market today. You get them at almost any beauty store, and yeah, you get a bunch of different variations online as well, so you can check that out. That's pretty much it for the pre-talk. So if you guys want to know how exactly I apply my foundation using these tools, then just keep watching.
So I'm going to start off with a moisturizer and just prep my skin using this. It's just going to create a really nice base for all the makeup that's going to go on top of it. Then I want to move on to the foundation, and today I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I've just poured this on the back of my hand, and then I'm just dotting it all across my face using my fingers just to ensure that the product is spread evenly all over my face. Then on half of my face, I'm going in with the Real Techniques buffing brush and just using small circular motions to buff this into my skin. Now be sure to take your time with this because this is your base makeup, and the more time you take, the more flawless it's going to look. So it's going to make all of the rest of your makeup look just as good. So take your time to blend this into your skin, and also be sure to blend this into your hairline as well, so that there isn't a clear demarcation where your product ends and your skin is. So make sure that it just blends into your skin and looks as natural as possible. On the other half of my face, I'm going in with my beauty sponge, and I'm just tapping this on my face in sort of bouncing motions. So you want to make sure that when you're using a sponge, you're not swiping the product across your face, but you're instead going up and down in bouncing motions, because that's going to help to give the most flawless and natural looking finish. Then I also went in with any product that was left on the back of my hand, and I sort of brought it onto my neck and my ears, just so there isn't any sort of color difference. And I did the same thing using my brush on the other side of my face as well, just to ensure that all over there isn't any sort of color difference on my face. Then I just went back in and just blended the other side of my face a little bit more, just to ensure that everything looks nice and seamless. Next, I'm going in with a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So first I'm going with this concealer under my eyes in an upside down triangular motion. Now this is just going to help to brighten the under eye area and cancel out any darkness that I have over there. I'm also applying this on my forehead, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and slightly around my mouth. Now this is again going to help in highlighting and just bring more light and brightness to my face. Then I'm going in with my ring finger and just again dabbing to blend the concealer out. Note that I'm not swiping the concealer but dabbing it in an up-down motion, because this is going to help to get the best possible looking finish. Also make sure that you use your ring finger while you do this, because the area under your eyes is really sensitive and your ring finger ends up being the most gentle. Then I'm also going back in with the beauty sponge and blending out all the other areas where I applied the concealer and just making sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Next, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Matte Magique powder and the same brush that I used for buffing the foundation into my skin, and just setting all of the areas using this powder. Now this is going to help with the longevity of the makeup that you wear, because it's going to set all of your liquid foundation and concealer in place and ensure that it does not move around at all. And that's pretty much it for this video. That's how I like to do my base makeup. It's not something every single one needs to do every single day, but in case you are looking for tips on how to do your foundation and concealer, I do hope you find this extremely helpful. If you liked the video, do give it a big thumbs up, and I hope I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Beauty is happening right now.